Kaneki, you should give that ring back. That's a bad omen. Give it back. After a pleasure night for Kaneki, it's back to build up and reassuring that the worst has yet to come. We can't be relaxed just yet, despite how the beginning gives that vibe of happiness, because we know there is a job that must be dealt with. As interesting the builder has been as of late, it continues to give the audience a terrible vibe for one or more characters' fate. I'm surprised that my friend called it perfectly about Yoriko's hand. All this time, it was a prop. To make matter better, if you can call it that, Yoriko and Takeomi held a wedding and everything felt great. No deaths. I mean, yeah, somebody could still die, but it's still happiness. She wasn't held in prison and the wedding wasn't called off. It's as dreamy as you can expect. To be honest, I thought it was a dream of hers and then transitioned to her misery or something. So I was really shocked that everything went smoothly. I do like the atmosphere of joy and hope, which continues that vibe from the last chapter. I'm more surprised that Musuki shows up and look sane. It's funny that Misato catches the bouquet, though Amon is taken. I'm just saying. Surprised that Ishida remembers her. Actually, not really. He remembers just about everyone. The conversation between Musuki and Uri is nicely done because of how Musuki managed to pull a mask. It has that realistic situation where it's best to choose your words wisely and keep the volume low. So Uri has a normal conversation with her. It's more thrilling that the majority of time spent with her, you wouldn't know that she is mentally insane, though Uri is doing his best to not to push her. It gets a bit jumpy when Kaneki's name is said. I hope Uri still sees a better light of him since he's conflicted that he is still a traitor. By the time when Musuki pleads to protect Kaneki, you know it was going to get chilling. Once Musuki cracked and screamed out of madness, that look of Uri is his confirmation, and that worries him. The interesting development is she was suggested by Furuta to train Ogai. Well gee, I wonder why. Is it because her insanity fits the resume? She finally announces her love to Kaneki to Uri and leaves him feeling for the worst. Musuki may have lowered the hate rate because she actually didn't do anything wrong to Yoriko, but her death chance rate continues to rise. I don't know how Uri will fix this problem, but this could be his greatest challenge yet as a leader. Truth be told, while I understand Kyoko's injury is sad, making Aura enraged with vengeance is a bit childish to do so since it's only minor. Then this chapter happens and now I take back all my words. She has lost her legs against Kaneki. I don't think Kaneki did that. It could be Squad Zero for all we know. No wonder it was done off panel. But at least the thought of using steel legs is out there. While I can understand why Aura will be upset about it, he really needs to know his position. He's still a rookie, so jumping to a higher than S rank mission will only get himself killed, which it has been suggesting to be the case. It's like taking a level 5 character to a secret boss that passes the endgame level. You know the outcome. In short, if he don't come for a moment, he will die. Another interesting key moment is with Uri talking to Okuhira about revival. It's a good thing that he discusses with someone before making the decision, unless he already has. I have posted a video about Haru and how she will be revived, so one of the questions that may have been answered here. Uri does look convinced yet concerned that the revival may not be all that pleasing. It does suggest that they do return back to life or reanimated if go by his words, but under one condition. The upside is that they do act and talk normal like normal beings, so it does seem like a wishful thinking. The main concern is that they have to take medicine in order to remain active. If not, well, back to the grave they go. Now it makes sense on why Okuhira has to follow orders. If Kanu is the only one that holds the medicine, then they have no choice but to follow. The scary part is that Haru's cheerful display may not return, especially since Arima is dead. Okuhira's expression is an indicator for what may come to her. So if Haru comes back to life, Uri has to continue following orders. Furuta and Kanu will hold hostage against him, because if he does leave with her, she will die or become inactive. The medicine is the key to keep her around, which is great because I want her back, but the condition is rotten because we know Furuta will continuously blackmail him for the rest of his life. Hell, you can't kill Kanu if he's the only one that can produce the medicine. It's a tough decision, and Uri has to be ready to be enslaved for the rest of his life. The chapter has a nice mix of mood setting. The atmosphere in the beginning feels pleasant and cheerful. Wish the entire series would be like that. It also conveys the darkness brewing from Musuki and Aura. As for Uri, it's a mixed feeling that while there is hope, there is a price. I find it interesting that Okahira highlighted Haru as to say she's a higher priority for Uri. To be honest, the vibe I got from this chapter is love. Similar to chapter 121, I see tons of pairings. Speaking of pairing, Kaneki and Toka end the chapter with a chilling vibe. It's sad, yet nice to see Toka manages to catch the wedding from afar. Now that I think about it, I wonder if Toka is regretting to go all the way with Kaneki, since the hand was fake. I mean, hey, it could be heat of the moment. You never know. But seriously, I'm happy that it's canon, though now the fans have to fear. I should comment on Kaneki's first because he looks so alive that I couldn't be happier. Granted, who would be so happy after that? But you get what I'm saying, right? Toka gives him that special ring with her parents' name. I love the fact Toka remains the same as a character, so that's good. That all said, good God almighty, I am scared shitless. The fact that she gave him her ring is code red for bad omen. Kaneki words didn't help, making it into a momentum. What the hell is that about? Why you gotta add more wounds? To add even more wounds. A shot of Centipede ends the chapter. Not only that I hate Centipede in real life, but that is symbolic for the worst. That is a sign of torment waiting for Kaneki. Look up in part 1 and you will see the similarity. I believe it was chapter 58. After intense fear, I calmed myself and got hyped for Goat to reunite, which would mean we are about to get the main arc's objective. This chapter continues to build up the characters and the fearful future. Uri now has to deal with Musuki before she does something crazy again. Aura is stuck in vengeance, which could lead to his death, and Q Squad don't want that. Uri sees Haru's revival a reality, but the price is what will cost them. Kaneki has gotten so happy, but there's a sign that it will only last short. War is coming. I'm giving this chapter an 8. Pretty nice chapter. Really liking that we're going back to building up, and now we're going to see what is our main objective for the arc. We still don't have that idea yet. I mean, yes, it's suggesting that it's going to be a war, but exactly how they're going to handle it. What is the main priority? Is it going to the headquarters of CCG and take them out? Or is it something else entirely? Time will tell. What are your thoughts of this chapter? Do you still have that bad feeling that something worse is about to happen for these characters? I mean, again, I'm only suggesting that there is something bad going to happen for Kaneki. It doesn't have to revolve death only, but it could be something that could split them away, or hell, it could be another Berserk moment. And again, if you haven't read Berserk, good. That's all I can say. Well, actually, you should read it. It's a great series too. But the point is, expect something that not only is going to torture Kaneki, but is going to torture our feelings. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.